Hello all, Tot here with a new video where I go over my second story for the week. It's part of my Halloween collection. It's called Hotpot with a Side of Hope. As you see, I had a friend, a couple recently had a baby, not too long ago, it'll be their first Halloween and stuff, and it kind of floored me. I went to college with one of them, and it was different times. We were different people. And I don't really have any money, hardly, at all. So the one thing I thought I could give was a story, something very personal, something handmade, and something just, you know, different. They probably gotten tons of diapers, baby formula, bottles, binkies, if they're into that, cribs, everything else. But I want to give my special gift, a special spend. And it made me wonder, we don't really celebrate children anymore, hardly. We haven't for a while. I mean, my childhood was rough. A lot of people I know were rough, but like, we need children for the future. And this story kind of deals with maybe, I guess, gimmicky stuff, like things you want to imagine have magic, that they have goals. There's a reason for it all, and what can be taught between two people making something or creating something, and how it happens. How we make our own future before even conception. And again, I'm not a father. The closest I have is my dog, which is like a child. Like it, but I would love children. But I don't know if that's going to ever happen for a number of reasons. But I'm still young, and the tide, I think, is turning on people wanting to have kids because a lot of people say it's the money, and I believe that's a factor, a big one. But people are really busy these days. People are really challenged by a lot of things. A lot of people I know have two or three jobs. Sometimes multiple people in a house come two or three jobs to survive. And being on the job search myself, I apply more and more. It's like, well, you're not really incentivizing having kids. I believe the population collapse, this is one of the first times we're feeling it. Because during 2008 financial crisis, the Great Recession, no one was having kids. No one was getting married. It was too bad. It was too major a blow to people, to the citizenry. And yeah, it wasn't good. College enrollment is down due to that too, massively, because there just aren't enough people around. And it's one thing, I believe, when people don't want to do things or think they need to. And it's quite another when there's not people around. And yeah. And I don't know where everybody stands on the overpopulation, underpopulation. I've seen arguments for both, but I don't know. I think we're having a lot of people, having too many people is just isn't the best thing, like for the health of any system. And that's just a fact. You need to get to reality. Can't have a drain on resources, which kids are a drain per se. They're more of an investment. And we're more of in a culture that tries to enrich itself, tries to extract instead of investing. And if people don't see the need to have them, well, no one can really stop you from not having kids. And I see other countries playing around with the idea of giving people money, incentives, but money's not going to solve this problem. In my humble opinion, again, childless, partnerless, maybe forever, I believe the culture needs to shift. The tide, which again I feel is happening, because it just seems like we're not thinking of the future. We're thinking of the here and now, and that's one of humanity's greatest downfalls, is not thinking ahead, not seeing past their nose, per se. And I think we're feeling the ramifications of that. We've had a culture of short term instant gratification for so long that actually hindered our ability or handicapped us to see the future, to prioritize what's prioritized. Because I went to college so I'd have money to have children. I'll admit that right now. To have a stable household, a stable home. But the last number of years, that's been very hard to do due to a number of reasons. We'll not go into in this video, but still, I think a lot of us feel the crunch and the squeeze on us. And I think you can't have it both ways is the biggest problem. Like you see our leaders saying they want to have children for future tax people, let's be honest here, workers. But then again, we don't pay people enough. We tax people too much, in my opinion, and just it's where's it? We're getting to the point where reality is like you gotta make a choice now. You've kicked the can too far. The snowball has turned into a snowball boulder, and it's coming down on us. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how I feel in a number of years. When I think I'm hopefully, knock on wood, in a more stable position, as I hope we all are. As I hope we all are. We'll see. Then we'll really see was it all about the money, the resources, the communities. Because again, I don't think we have much community these days. I do believe to some extent it does take a village. Not pointedly so, but that's what I believe. And we're running out of villages. But it starts with you and me making a difference, making a change. We want to be the change of the world, we got to make it. So we'll see. We'll see. I personally am hopeful for the future to some extent. I don't believe AI will destroy us. I believe maybe curtailing the population a little bit is not a bad thing. And we're going to find out. We're going to see who produces and who doesn't. Again, we can't have both ways. So, yeah, I hope to help further the education, the ideas of the youth of the future. But again, we'll see. I think that's the scariest part. We have to find out. Like, share, subscribe. Have a nice day. Thank you.